For bread.
Yes, any kind of
Or
pancito will know.
tamales.
Yes. With tamales? No, with mole.
No,
With molito, I know.
we're
Ah.
here in my world is tamales and a special kind of bread.
Bread? Okay, then. How is that one? Dead bread? No.
Actually,
Oh, yes?
no. In,
No.
I
in,
don't-
in, in
It
our
does
culture,
sound good.
How do you say that one in English? Or is pan de muerto?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
yes.
Yes?
It's like
Because-
tortillas. You can say tortillas, but it sounds good. Tortillas.
Actually, no. We Mexican, we say tortillas.
Mhm.
Tortillas say the English speaking people, right?
Yes.
Because they don't know how to. They can't.
Yes.
Okay. And I believe pan de muerto, it is not an ingredient. I believe it's a name.
Yes, yes.
Yes, isn't it?
So names don't change. You know, my name
No.
is Jesus here in the United States. Pan de muerto is a
Mhm.
name, is the title of the special
So
offering.
you are not Jesus.
I'm not
Ah,
Jesus,
okay.
that's right.
Oh.
Right.
It has
I am
to
not
be Jesus.
correct. Yeah. So I believe that's what it is. In here and in China is pan de muerto.
So
I think-
delicious
And
in
the mar-
this time.
I think, you know, I believe that.
Okay, that is the traditional bread for this video.
With
It's
your
a-
chocolate.
And
With
it's
a-
not
with hot chocolate.
pambazos. Pambazos were for
For
September.
dinner, any
No,
other
for
time.
September.
Okay. Well, today we're going to talk about some food.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
vertical farming. I know. Vertical farming. What do you see in the pictures?
Someone that
It's
is.
a normal farming.
Oops.
No.
No planting.
Yeah, this is not vertical.
People
Well,
having
Plants some
there are
fruits or something.
different kinds because the man in
The middle.
the middle is a
Can you say-
traditional trabajador worker.
Farmer.
Not is not a farmer, and for example in the bottom
Yes.
there are so technical
Mm, yes. Okay.
and
Good.
it's not the same.
Oh, that's good.
Can you
Thank you.
say
You can see vertical farming, but in Asia, in Korea, some
Really?
of this.
Oh, so
country.
Yes.
Laura is going to give us the topic today because she's so fluent on the topic.
I am not.
No,
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know, but I am. I like to. I like the.
how do you say teacher?
Yeah.
I will search for the word.
Uh-oh. Saulo froze.
The earth.
There are many types of farming, but that's not the purpose. Yeah, so we're not gonna go into detail. So we have traditional, semi-commercial, and commercial farming, but don't worry about it. We have the traditional forms, right? The traditional ones. So with farming, what we get is produce. Yeah, like tomatoes and
Tomatoes.
peppers.
bananas, peppers.
So do you constantly buy fruits and vegetables?
Yes.
Yes.
Every
day.
week.
No.
And sometimes every day.
Are the products you buy from your city or
Mhm.
imported from another city?
All are from here, from Mexico.
Mhm.
But from Mexico City, right?
From another city.
From different states from
From
Mexico
different
City.
from different states. Different states from Mexico City.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Veracruz, Chiapas. How do you say that?
So they are imported from another city.
Ah,
Sure.
okay. Ah, okay.
Yes, mister.
Yes.
Teacher.
Yeah, yes, Saulo, go ahead. I think he has a poor Wi-Fi signal.
Yes.
Yutzil,
We say
We think that we are a country that
Can you
have
pick up the vegetables,
Ah, okay.
harvest.
harvest, yes, harvest. That's when you pick up the vegetables.
Exactly. Yeah. Can you say that?
Harvest.
Harvest.
Yes. What this
Can you say
lady is doing, she's harvesting
no,
broccoli.
pick it up.
That's harvesting. That's harvesting.
Okay, this is harvesting, right?
Yes. When she's
Okay.
when you collect, when you pick, when you take
Yeah.
the fruit or the vegetable from the plant, because you planted it, because you worked it, and you take all of the benefits out of it, that's harvest.
Oh
I
yeah, the word was
harvesting.
soy.
What? Laura?
It's a irregular verb. Harvested. I know it's a regular.
Yeah, it's regular. I'm sorry,
Regular.
Laura. What did you say, Laura?
That here in Mexico City, we have a great variety of fruits and vegetables, and
I know.
that is good because there are many countries that don't have this same situation,
That's right.
like Japan or like Korea, that you can buy, like the fruits are presents for important person in your life because they are so expensive.
That's a good point. And listen to this, okay? If I want an apple, me in Acapulco, one apple is like 20 pesos.
One apple, 20
Yeah.
pesos.
In Acapulco?
Yes. If I want to buy an avocado, here in Acapulco, an avocado, like a couple of months ago, one avocado was like 60 pesos.
Wow.
My father sold avocados.
Okay, there you go. So that's an example, okay? But guess what? Mangoes are all over the street everywhere.
Mango.
Yes. Have you ever seen this in your supermarket?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
And
Yes.
No.
Is there always enough of the things you buy?
Yes.
No.
plants.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's nice. That's very nice.
In my city, yes.
What kinds of farms are there in your country?
Traditional farms.
Traditional. What do they grow?
Corn.
Coffee.
Tomatoes, coffee,
Tomato,
Coffee,
coffee,
avocados.
Oranges.
corn,
Oranges,
potatoes.
yes.
watermelon,
Lemons. Watermelon.
A lot of kind of fruits
watermelon.
Lemons.
that I don't remember at this moment.
Teacher,
Yes,
corn.
Mr.
in Acapulco, coconuts. You get a lot.
Coconuts. Yes,
Coconuts.
a lot of
Yes.
coconuts. Coconuts, yes. Yes, we do. All right, look at the picture. We have 4 pictures, A, B, C, and D. What do you see?
Someone that is watering the
Different forms of farming.
Farming.
farm.
Now we're going to listen to a radio interview, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
What's the interview about? Okay, let's check it out. What's the interview about?
By the year 2025, the world population is expected to rise to 8 billion. In order to grow enough food, it is estimated that 1 billion hectares, almost 2.5 billion acres, of new land will be needed. That is, if the farming methods that are practiced today continue. Environmentalists say something must be done if food shortages are going to be avoided. That's why the idea of vertical farming is being discussed at an eco-conference this week. Celia Hernandez, our environmental correspondent, joins me. Celia, what is vertical farming, and where did the idea come from?
The idea was developed by Dixon Despommier, a professor at Columbia University, back in 1999. Vertical farms are basically high-rise greenhouses that can be built in cities. So crops will be grown indoors and in water instead of in soil.
And what are the advantages of growing food in this way?
Well, supporters say it's more reliable because crops won't be affected by weather conditions like drought or cold. It's also more environmentally friendly because waste can be composted and water will be recycled. And because crops will be grown, harvested, and consumed in the same urban area, transportation costs will be greatly reduced. So in theory, food should be cheaper too.
right. So what is the interview about?
About the vertical farmer.
All right. That's nice. Who is
And the-
Celia? Yeah, go
and
ahead.
the-
Tell me.
And the problem that we have with the food,
Awesome.
or the problem that we will have in the future.
There's
Oh. All right. Good.
5.
Who is Celia?
Celia is a
Or
girl that speak
environmental.
about the environment, the vertical, the vertical farms.
What are the predictions for the year 2025?
That we are going to be 8 billion.
8 billion a person.
What kind of farming is being discussed at the conference?
On the vertical farm.
Vertical farming.
Vertical farming.
Which photo illustrates the topic?
B.
The
Um,
letter D.
A.
All right. Would you like to listen
And
again?
B.
Yes.
All right. Let's listen again.
By the year 2025, the world population is expected to rise to 8 billion. In order to grow enough food, it is estimated that 1 billion hectares, almost 2.5 billion acres, of new land will be needed. That is, if the farming methods that are practiced today continue. Environmentalists say something must be done if food shortages are going to be avoided. That's why the idea of vertical farming is being discussed at an eco-conference this week. Celia Hernandez, our environmental correspondent, joins me. Celia, what is vertical farming, and where did the idea come from?
The idea was developed by Dixon Despommier, a professor at Columbia University, back in 1999. Vertical farms are basically high-rise greenhouses that can be built in cities. So crops will be grown indoors and in water instead of in soil.
And what are the advantages of growing food in this way?
Well, supporters say it's more reliable because crops won't be affected by weather conditions like drought or cold. It's also more environmentally friendly because waste can be composted and water will be recycled. And because crops will be grown, harvested, and consumed in the same urban area, transportation costs will be greatly reduced. So in theory, food should be cheaper too.
There, guys. So, who is Celia?
environmental
Responsible environment.
Environmental.
Environmental corresponsal.
corresponds.
What are the predictions for the year 2025?
Food shortage.
It will be
People grow up.
New
8
land will be
billion a
needed.
person.
Rising the population to 8
What?
billion.
What kind of farming is being discussed?
Vertical
Vertical
farming.
farming.
Vertical farm.
Which photo illustrates the topic?
Letter
B.
D.
B.
B.
B. D.
D.
Letter D.
Yes. Who is Celia?
An environmental
Environmental correspondent.
Yes. What are the predictions for the year 2025?
The world population is expected to rise to 8 billion.
In order to grow, it is estimated that 1 billion hectares land will be needed.
What kind of farming?
Vertical farming.
Vertical farming.
Which photo?
Letter D. Vertical farms are basically railroads.
High rise. Yes, that's a high rise. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. So, what do you guys think of the topic?
It's very interesting.
Yeah, everybody agrees?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you heard of this before?
No.
Yes.
I haven't.
No.
Yes.
Huh? Do you know what they look like in real life?
Yes.
Yes.
It
This is
look
only
like
an illustration, but this is not an actual vertical farm.
no.
You want to see what a vertical farm is like?
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like a
Mm,
farm.
This is a
like
vertical
this.
farm.
Mhm.
They don't grow with soil. They grow with water only.
Like hydroponical
This is
agriculture.
hydroponics. This is hydroponics.
Hydroponic
Yes.
agriculture. Mhm.
There you go. So have you seen this before?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
You
what do
can
think
see it in YouTube. How
Yes,
Oh,
these
okay.
factories in
You
in
can
Japan.
you can see it in Spanish too.
There are already
Yes.
many kinds of lettuce in the supermarket that are
The supermarket,
with this
the lettuce.
method.
Yes.
Yes, with lettuce.
So why is vertical farming an important topic?
Because
To
there are
avoid
not
food
enough
shortage.
soil for farming.
Because it's lower. The vegetables are cheaper, are eco-friendly, and people can involve with the most close problems
Very nice.
about their family.
All right. Yeah. What will vertical farms look like?
Like that picture.
Like that.
Like high rise.
Where will they be?
In the big
The
cities.
cities.
Indoors.
In what ways are vertical farms different from conventional farms?
That they don't use soil,
They don't
they
use
use
soil.
water.
The
More reliable,
surface,
sustainable, cheaper.
And mhm,
Why will
This is-
vertical farming probably make food cheaper?
The transportation, you don't need it.
Nice. So there's the article. Let's go ahead and find the answers. Why is vertical farming an important topic?
Because the world population
Because-
is expected to rise.
Yeah. Continue.
and because crops won't be affected
Yes,
by weather
like
conditions
conditions like drought.
like the cold.
Yes.
There.
And also because it is more reliable.
To avoid food shortages in the future.
And I said because waste can be composted and what will be recycled.
No. Why is vertical farming an important topic? Because by the year 2025, the world population is expected to rise.
Mm.
In order to grow enough food, it is
Mhm.
estimated that 1 billion hectares of new land will be needed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if the farming methods that are practiced today continue. So something must be done if food shortages are going to be avoided. So why is vertical farming an important topic? To avoid food shortages. Yeah, is that correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, next. What will vertical farms look like?
Something that rise in
They're
vertical.
basically high rise.
Are
greenhouse.
basically high rise.
Yeah, that part.
Greenhouses.
It can
Where
be
will
built
they
in
be?
cities.
In cities.
It can be
Indoors.
built in cities.
Built in cities.
Will be ground indoors and in
In
water.
cities. Where will they be? In cities. Yes?
Mhm.
Next. In what ways are vertical farms different from conventional farms?
They grow indoors and in water instead of soil.
Yes. And
So,
is there more?
But,
Crops
No,
won't be
because
affected
be
by
affected
weather.
by weather
Conditions
Reliable.
or false. Mhm.
It's also more environmentally friendly.
There.
Okay.
That's it. Because the last question is, why will vertical farming probably make food cheaper? Because
Would be grown, harvested
Harvested.
in the same urban area, transportation costs will be reduced.
yes, there
Food
you go.
should be cheaper.
Yeah. Are there any questions?
no,
No? Perfect. So who likes vertical farming now?
me.
I mean,
You can have vertical farm in your own house.
yeah.
All
Yes,
right.
but we don't have it.
But you could if you
Not
want
yet.
to. Yeah, not
If you
yet.
want to.
Not yet.
But there are many bots, but I don't have time, but I don't have money.
All right.
And
So let's check it
then-
out.
Okay.
Go ahead, Vero, or Yutzil, or who was speaking?
Me.
Go ahead, Yutzil.
How might the journalist say the same or
I'm sorry.
how might the journalist say the sentences below? Rewrite the sentences starting with the words given. Use the interview to help you, then read the grammar chart.
So the sentence is, some people expect the population to rise by 3 billion. How might the journalists say that? The
How?
population
Population is expected to rise.
Expected to rise by 3 billion.
Expected to rise by 3 billion.
3 billion.
What is that? Beautiful. What about number 2?
The idea
The idea
had invented.
Was invented.
Yes, the idea was invented
by Dixon.
by Dixon.
Dixon Dispomier.
Spanish.
All right. What about number 3?
Crops
Crops won't be
Won't be
affected
by the weather.
affected by
Passive voice.
Yes, passive voice.
Beautiful. We have passive voice. Now, is this easier than the phrasal verbs?
Yes.
Yeah, it is awesome. Active and passive voice. An example, we have in the active voice, we have the subject, a verb, and an object. It is important. Active voice, we have an object. He opens the door. But in the passive voice, what happens in the passive, guys?
We use
The
the object.
Most
Change
important.
the order.
Okay, change about first.
The object
So we have
becomes the
subject.
subject.
The door becomes a subject, the door, and the verb,
We use the verb to be,
the verb to be, and
The verb is
the past participle of the verb.
that's right. How is that?
opened.
The door was open.
Was opened
It is
Was?
No, the door
Was
is
opened
by
open
him.
by him.
opened.
Yeah, he seems
It's in present.
By
he's
him.
present by him. That's right. What about this one? What do you see in the picture?
Oh,
He's eating my dinner.
Turkey.
the turkey was
The
eaten by the dog.
was eaten
Mhm.
by our
Notice how the subject is not doing the verb, but the verb is done to the subject, right? She ate pizza yesterday. Pizza was eaten.
was eaten by her.
What about I kicked the soccer ball?
The ball was kicked by me.
Soccer ball.
Yeah, the soccer ball was kicked.
Was kicked.
My best friend played the guitar.
The guitar
The
was
guitar was
by
played by my best
The
friend.
guitar was played.
And we have different tenses. We have present simple, present continuous, past simple, past continuous, and so on. So if I say one sentence in active, for example, I do my homework.
yes.
How do I say this in passive?
My homework
Homework
Was
Is
is
Homework was
for
The
done.
homework
doing
done by me.
by me.
me.
what is done by me.
Is
My,
done.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
my
by
homework
me.
is done.
My homework is done.
Mm.
What about the present continuous? I do my homework in present continuous is
My homework
I'm doing my
And then
I'm doing my
I'm
I'm
homework.
doing my homework.
and in passive.
and
My
my
homework is
my
been
homework
doing. It's
done.
It's
homework
been
is
doing.
being done.
it's been done.
It's been done.
It's being done.
Been done.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been
Ah,
done.
yeah.
Because you
Being-
use
It's been
Okay.
always
What about this sentence in past simple?
I did my homework.
I
did
did my
homework.
homework.
Did my homework.
Passive?
My homework was
What
done.
was
My
done
homework
my homework
was
was done by me.
was done.
it's done.
Was done.
done.
Yeah. Past continuous.
I
I
was
was
doing
I was
I was doing my
homework.
homework.
I was doing my homework.
Passive?
And my
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 homework
homework
has been
done.
has been done.
it was we're doing. No,
Was
I
been
was.
done.
Mhm.
Present perfect.
I have
I
done.
have
I
done my
have done
My homework.
my homework.
Passive?
my
My
homework
My
homework
homework
been
have
done.
been done.
has
Has been
been
done.
Okay,
done.
has been done.
Past perfect?
I had
I
done.
I
I
have
had
been
had
homework.
It has been done.
I
done.
had done my homework.
My
And
My
homework
homework
has been done.
Had been
Has
done.
been
Had
done.
been done.
Done.
future simple with will.
I
I
will do
I
my
will
homework.
do
I will do
my
homework.
homework.
Passive?
My
homework
homework
will
will
be
be
done.
Done.
Be done.
will be done.
Future be going to.
I'm
I'm
doing.
going
I
to
will.
I'm
going
going to do
I'm
my
going-
homework.
I'm
I
going to do
going
my
to
homework.
will.
I
No,
am
I'm going to
I'm
do my
going to do my
homework.
homework.
My
Passive?
homework.
homework is
My homework.
done.
It's
It's going to
going
be done.
it's going to be done.
Uh,
Modal
to be done.
with must.
Listen.
I must do my
I must
homework.
do my
I must do my
homework.
homework.
My
Passive?
My
homework.
homework must be done.
Be
Must
done.
be done.
Must be done.
Modal perfect with should.
I should do
I
my
should do my
homework.
homework.
I should.
No,
I should have
should
done.
have done.
No, I should
I
have
should have
done
done
my
my
homework.
My
My homework
homework.
should
Should have been done.
should have been done.
Beautiful. Easy. You guys got it. So,
Teacher,
yes.
can you please yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Teacher,
Yes, mister. Yes, mister.
may I have a comment, a very interesting comment, because when you are, for example, in a meeting or in a business meeting, and you have to make a business with someone, you can use to be politer the passive voice, isn't it? This is something that I read before. For example, you can say that a mistake was made for someone, but you don't have to, you don't want to point who made the mistake. This is
All
passive voice. That's my comment, teacher. But
Thank
I
you,
don't
Mr.
know. Hey,
Yeah, thank you, sir. That's when you want to
yeah.
avoid the doer. Yeah, the perpetrator. So how about this? Would you like to practice?
Yes.
Yeah.
For example, active voice, you're going to change the tense to whatever you want. And then passive voice in whatever tense you want. For example, if I say present simple, what is that? He
Opens.
Opens the door.
opens the
He
door.
opens the door.
And in passive,
He
Door
is
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 open.
opened.
Him.
the
The
door
door is opened by him.
Yes, okay.
opened,
Open.
opened. What if I use, instead of present simple, if I use the model with might?
He
He
might
might open the door.
the door.
Might open the door. And in passive,
The
The
door
more might be open.
Might be.
might be open. Perfect. So let's practice, yes?
Yes.
Let's- All right, perfect. So let's go. I'll send a slide to the WhatsApp group.
But I am.
Hello, guys.
Hello, teacher.
Hi.
I'm sorry. That was a disaster.
Yeah.
Yes,
What's
something
wrong?
happened.
Between my cell phone and my internet. My goodness.
But your internet was better.
It's working right now, right? But it just didn't want to connect to my cell phone, or my cell phone didn't want to connect. I don't know. Maybe it was all my cell phone. But look, we lost. Who did we lose? Rocio. So Rocio is having trouble with her internet too, huh?
Yes, when rain,
When it rains, yes.
or
it
when
is
you
bad.
have all your family in your house and they are using your internet too.
Yeah.
that
Change the
happens so
password.
much for me.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
tell them, I have a class, please don't use the internet. But
It
they,
doesn't work, huh?
no,
I'm too bad.
viene
I'm
mal.
sad.
Ay, perdóname.
they
All
do
right.
it whatever they wanted.
I know. They think, oh, it's only a video.
Yeah,
So let's
it's a
do this.
little class of English.
Yeah, so let's do this activity. Firefighters rescued 2 families. Firefighters rescued 2 families. What is this? By where?
2 families were rescued by firefighters.
Awesome. That's passive, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Who left? Oh my goodness.
I think Xochitl was having problems as well. She sent a.
Today we are only 7.
Yeah.
And we're struggling, huh?
We are few.
This internet, my goodness. Was hailstone struck a car by?
A car was
A car was
struck
held
by
was
his
struck.
sons.
What is this?
The image.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones in
Ice balls.
Yeah,
Ah.
the eyes. The eyes that came from the heaven.
There you go. That's good. Injured was seriously no one.
No one was
no
seriously
one
injured.
was,
No.
No.
Yes,
No
Laura?
No one
Well,
was
was-
seriously injured.
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 Completely a mall destroyed was by fire.
a fire
A mall was
A
completely
mall
destroyed by
destroyed.
fire.
Completely
completely
destroyed
destroyed by
us
by a
fire.
fire.
By a fire.
a fire.
One more time? I didn't hear you.
A mall
A mall was
was,
completely
Was
completely
destroyed.
destroyed by
a
fire.
fire.
A
Very-
mall was completely. A mall.
Very good. So when you have a passive voice, The object is the new subject. And we use the verb be in the tense of the sentence. We add the verb of the activity in past participle. And we use the preposition by to include the agent, who is the old subject. So if we do this one by one, James sent a letter. So the object, what is the object?
A letter.
Letter.
A letter. So the letter is our new subject. What's next? The verb be in the tense of the sentence. What is the tense of the sentence?
Past.
Past.
Past. So the verb be in simple past. In singular. Why in singular?
Yes.
Why singular?
Was. Because it's just one letter.
Because we are taking the subject as in consideration. So it's the verb be in singular in past was. What's next?
The verb in past
Verb of the
participle.
activity in past participle. The verb is sent and in past participle is
Sent.
sent.
And
Then we have by, the preposition, and
The person that did the
The
thing.
agent.
the agent.
James.
James. All right. So number 2.
The car.
Netflix. I want to see a movie.
The car
It's washed.
washed by Joey.
Washed
Is
by
the
you.
car
By Joe.
is
Is what?
The
the
car
car
Is washed
is washed
Is
By
washed
Joe.
by
by
Joe.
Joe.
Okay, number 3.
The
The
doctor
doctor
was called
Was called
by someone.
by
By
someone.
someone.
by someone.
by someone.
By is the agent. If the agent is not identified, you don't use it.
Mm,
So the
So-
doctor was called.
So someone don't exist. Don't exist.
The doctor was called.
So the doctor was
The
called.
the doctor was called. That's correct. The doctor was called. Next. My sister watches Netflix.
Me too.
Netflix is
Netflix
watched
is
by my
watched.
sister.
And another couple million
Yeah, I know. And another couple million just in my
of
neighborhood.
us.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Why food? Next, please.
No.
Next slash.
Hamburgers are being made.
By my mother.
By my mother.
Well, no,
Hamburgers
because
were
it's not.
made.
That's
Are,
Made
just for the
were
picture.
are made
made.
by my mother.
The house is
A
on
house
building.
is being it's being built
A house is
Being
being
built
built.
by a crew.
Is being built. Somebody has written a book.
a book
Has been
has
written.
been
has
written.
A book has been written.
has been written.
I will buy 4 cans of soda.
Cans of soda
4
will be bought.
cans of soda will
Be bought.
4 cans of soda
Will
will be
be
bought.
of soda.
4 cans of soda will be bought. My sister lost some money.
Was lost.
Some money
Was
lost.
lost.
was lost by
Was
my
lost.
sister.
Last.
Yes,
Some money.
my
My
class.
classmates were listening to music.
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 Was
Music
Was
was
being
being listened.
by my
Music
My
was
classmates.
being
Music had been listening.
Music had
Noise had.
music had
was
What?
was
being
being
listened
listened.
Has been
by
listened.
my classmates.
What?
Listened.
Was being listened.
To by my classmates.
Listened to.
Mm,
Yeah.
Interesting. Don't forget the preposition with the verb listen.
yeah.
Listen to. Number 4.
Number 4.
A movie is
A
being
movie
watched
is
by
being
Lana.
What?
The car is washed
Mhm.
by you.
What? Number 5.
The job
The
The job
will be
done.
done
Be done
be
by
done
Mr.
by
Adams.
done.
by Mr. Adams.
Number 6.
A test
A test.
has been
Has
written
been
by the
written by
A
the
students.
test
student.
has been written.
Has been
Has
written.
been.
And has been written by the students.
Yeah, I know. So you guys got it, right? You want the real activity, the challenging one? Yeah. All
Oh
right.
my
Before we do that, think of 3 sentences in active voice. Simple sentences, right? The teacher speaks.
The class has been given by the teacher.
All right, nice. The teacher gives a class.
The thieves were caught by the police.
But in active voice, better.
Oh yeah, on octopus.
Because you're going to challenge your classmates to repeat your sentence in passive voice.
I'm drinking coffee.
Mm.
It's always true.
Yeah, that's always true, huh?
My brother takes piano classes.
Very nice. Good. All right. You have your 3 sentences?
No.
Yes.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Share your sentences with your classmates and tell each other sentences in passive voice. So for example, Laura is going to say her sentence. Yeah, a simple sentence. Yeah. Dogs eat bones. So all of her classmates, maybe Alejandra or Saulo or Yutzil, will repeat Laura's sentence in passive voice. Yes, boys are eaten by dogs. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-oh. All right, let's go. See you in a couple of minutes. Mister, can you hear me?
Teacher, yes, I am. I'm driving in the viaducto. Rocio and Laura all the time is doing well.
No, but we need an object.
Yeah, you need an object.
Yes, to change into passive voice.
Teacher,
Yes.
here is possible change this phrase. They had been in the beach.
There is no object.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
I don't know, they have been.
We told you, Laura.
I have that though.
Really?
Yeah, you did have the doubt. All right, thank you, guys. Let's go for the next one. You can use the passive to make the receiver of an action the focus when you don't know the doer or you feel the doer is not important. So in the passive voice, the object is the focus of the intention. For example, in an active sentence, the focus is always or are always the subjects, the doers, the actors. Yes, experts expect. A professor developed. They haven't built. They are going to discuss. They'll grow. The weather won't. Someone must. These are all active sentences, and the first thing you mention is the subject, the doer, the person that does, or the subject that does the action. But in the passive voice, the object is the most important. The population is expected to rise. The idea was developed by a professor. Vertical farms haven't been built. The issue is going to be discussed. Crops will be grown in water. Crops won't be affected by weather. Something must be done. So the most important thing is the object, not the subject. That's the passive. So we have this report about vertical farming. Yes. This is the same interview as at the beginning. We have more questions with more answers. So they will grow crops in water. I know they do this already, but how does it work? Well, they add nutrients to the water. So the plants use less energy to get the nutrients. And plants that they grow in this way grow faster and bigger. Now, how do you make these sentences that are underlined into a passive? Let's begin with number one. They will grow crops. How do you do that in passive?
Okay. Crops will be grown.
Crops will be grown. What about the second one? They do this.
This is done.
Yeah, this is done.
Is done already.
This
is done.
is done already. Yeah, perfect. Continue, guys. Would you like to work in teams or individually?
In teams.
In teams?
Yes.
In that case, we're going to have a time limit of 3 minutes. Is that correct? Is that good?
But only with the ones that are in color.
No, the whole page.
Ah, the whole page. I think that's only the ones that are in color pink.
Yeah, the whole page.
Ah, okay.
So let me erase the pink.
The ones that I underlined.
The ones that are underlined, yes.
Underlined. Okay.
Oh, what did I do? I am confusing myself. I'm sorry. Perfect. Saulo, can you go on this breakout session, mister?
Yeah, I am still here. I mean, still writing, but I can put attention.
In that case,
And-
I'm going to make smaller teams. I mean, bigger teams.
I'm sorry, teacher.
No, you're okay, mister. Perfect. Let's
Okay.
go. All right, I'll send you the slide. How did it go, guys? Did you finish?
All of them.
Almost.
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 All
Yes.
right. So listen and check your answers, okay?
Yes.
Listen.
1. So crops will be grown in water? I know this is done already, but how does it work?
Well, nutrients are added to the water, so less energy is used by the plants to get the nutrients. And plants that are grown in this way grow faster and bigger.
2. People often say that too many pesticides are used in farming. Do vertical farms use them?
No, pesticides won't be needed. This is because the crops will be protected inside the building, so the use of pesticides will be reduced, and groundwater, which has been contaminated by pesticides for years, will be cleaner.
3.
Now, reports say that vertical farms are going to be seen in our cities soon. Is that true?
Well, they can't be built without more research. Some trials were carried out last year and a report was written, but it hasn't been published yet. I'd say they're not going to be built anytime soon. But environmentalists say the situation must not be ignored, and action should be taken soon because more food is going to be needed with the population increasing by 5,000 a day. They say that a solution needs to be found soon.
How were your answers?
Good.
Good.
Yes.
So the first one is crops will be grown. What about number 2?
Nutrients are at. I know the number 2 is so.
Yeah. It's done already.
All right. What about next?
Plants.
Nutrients are.
Plants. No. Yes, nutrients are.
Other.
Okay.
Less energy is used by the plants.
Less energy. Use.
The plants? And
Are grown.
The plants are grown. Plants that are grown.
okay, next.
Pesticides are used.
Pesticides are used
Pesticides are used.
like that.
Pesticides won't be needed.
What?
Pesticides won't be needed.
Uh-huh. Next.
The crops will be protected.
All right, next.
Pesticides will be reduced.
Reduce. Pesticides will
Next.
okay, pesticides have been contaminated.
No, nothing. Let's go for the next one.
Has been contaminated?
What?
Has been contaminated by pesticides? I think.
Has been contaminated?
By pesticides.
Has been?
No, but well.
Okay, next.
Vertical farms
Vertical farms
are going to be seen.
Are going to be seen.
Next.
Vertical farms can be built.
Can be
built.
They can't be built.
Can be built.
Okay.
Some trials were carried out. Have report
A
was
report was
written.
written.
a report was written.
It haven't been published yet.
It haven't.
It have.
It have.
It hasn't.
It has.
Has been
It has.
It has
Hasn't been published.
Published.
been published.
Are not going to be built.
okay. Are not going to be built.
Ya llegamos, mi vida. Pero no hay lugar hasta allá, ¿no?
We must not ignore the situation.
The
Situation must not be ignored.
must be the situation
Must not be ignored.
must not be ignored.
And what else?
Action should be
Action
taken.
should be taken.
Action should be taken. Action should be taken.
Next.
More
food
Food
are
is going to be
needed. More food are going
To be needed.
More food are.
is.
Okay, more food is going to be needed.
Cuidado, mi amor, que viene alguien.
And the next one.
A
Needs to
solution
be found.
A solution
To be taken.
to be found.
Ah, ya se paró.
Check it out.
1. So crops will be grown in water? I know this is done already, but how does it work?
Well, nutrients are added to the water, so less energy is used by the plants to get the nutrients. And plants that are grown in this way grow faster and bigger.
2.
People often say that too many pesticides are used in farming. Do vertical farms use them?
No, pesticides won't be needed. This is because the crops will be protected inside the building, so the use of pesticides will be reduced, and groundwater, which has been contaminated by pesticides for years, will be cleaner.
3.
Now, reports say that vertical farms are going to be seen in our cities soon. Is that true?
Well, they can't be built without more research. Some trials were carried out last year and a report was written, but it hasn't been published yet. I'd say they're not going to be built anytime soon. But environmentalists say the situation must not be ignored, and action should be taken soon because more food is going to be needed with the population increasing by 5,000 a day. They say that a solution needs to be found soon.
All right. How many mistakes do you have?
4.
Okay, which ones are they? No?
Too many.
Too many pesticides are used.
My pesticides.
So,
I also didn't
The use.
the use of
pesticides. And what else?
they are not going to be built. More things to be needed.
Okay.
And I think
Anything else? That's it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent, guys. You want to take a picture?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. It is done.
All right. Can I close this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. How was the class, guys?
Good.
Good.
It went a little fast today, or was it slow for you?
Fast.
Fast.
Yes, why are you? Yeah. All right. I hope you like the class. It wasn't as difficult as yesterday,
No.
No, yesterday.
but you're so quiet.
Yes.
All right, let's go have some chocolatito with some pambazos or something because it seems
With
like
the
we need
pan
it.
de muerto.
Yes,
We need sugar in our bodies.
yes,
Some
we do.
calories.
Maybe because it's the last day for this week.
It's almost
And
weekend.
we are like a little bit tired.
Yes.
Yes.
I think so. I don't know. That is in my case. I don't know the others.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same.
Well, have an excellent weekend, guys.
Tomorrow,
Yes.
teacher.
Not tomorrow, mister.
Yeah,
Yes.
tomorrow in the club.
Yeah, tomorrow. The
For the
club.
speaking.
Yeah, I won't be there.
Oh, come on.
I have a class.
We will miss you.
Thank you. I'll miss you guys too. But-
I tell you thank you very much for the invitation. What is my case? I can because of the schedule. I could
Yeah.
like you, but for that reason I can't. But thank you very much for the invitation.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll be able to join us sometime.
Yes, I hope so.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great night, and I'll see you on Monday.
Okay, see you.
Yes.
See you, teacher.
Teacher. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good weekend, everyone. Good night.
Later.
Enjoy
Bye.
your life.
Enjoy life. Yeah, there you go.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rocio. Goodbye. Bye, Xochitl. Bye, Yutzil.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, Saulo.